sometimes this whole conflict seems to be almost tribal. There's us on our side and there's them on their side, and never the twain shall meet. I mean, for example, I was supposed to go out on a date with someone tomorrow, but she found out before meeting me that I didn't think George Bush was a drooling moron. I was dumped by SMS, and we can't even breed across these lines. Based on your experience, can we cross that division? Are there ways that we can get our message across to people on the other side in such a way that they'll actually understand it and go along with us? What's the best way to punch through this wall?
This is possibly the most important question about this conflict is, yes, quite, can one communicate with people on the other side? The answer briefly is we have to. I mean, we have to be able to. There are not enough people at the moment who get the fact that there are people out there who hate us and want to kill us and have already done so. It's really our duty to communicate to leftists and others who have ears that there are ways which we can unite, certain things we can rally together on.
It seemed very much as a left and right issue, but it really shouldn't be one, should it?
It isn't, and it isn't one. I mean, I think actually of the last few years, it's maybe an obvious point to make, but in the post sort of 2001 era, I have found myself that my closest allies are either leftists or former leftists in very many cases. I'm thinking of people like Oliver Camm, William Shawcross, who used to be a leftist and is now one of our most prominent, supporters of the troops, commentators in Britain. William Shawcross used to be on the left. I think of my friend Christopher Hitchens, who I don't think anyone, certainly not the White House, anyone in government, has been a greater or more eloquent advocate of the Iraq War. It's very interesting. There are a great number of people on the left who really get this. What their constituency is, it's impossible to tell, but we have to get people like that on side, and we have to keep them on side. And we can disagree on welfare benefits, we can disagree on taxation, we can disagree on all these things, but if we can have common cause on the one big thing, I mean, this is the most important thing of our era, this is the most important aspect of our time. And, to my mind, as I always say, it applies to the president, it applies to many other people. If you get to the main thing, you allow people a lot to screw up on other things.